everyone, welcome to Shivers. This October we visited a number of Halloween haunts along the East Coast, and today we're reviewing the final stop, Kersey Valley Spooky Woods in Greensboro, North Carolina. This is about an hour and a half west of Raleigh. Spooky Woods was started at Kersey Valley Farm in 1985 and is an all-ages haunted attraction. Here is their description of the actual Spooky Woods from their website. Kersey Valley Spooky Woods is a multi-element haunted attraction that offers a thrilling experience for all horror enthusiasts. The attraction boasts an array of spooky elements that will terrify and delight visitors, including multiple haunted houses. There are 15 haunted buildings to explore at Kersey Valley Spooky Woods, each with its unique theme and scares, totaling 50,000 square feet of walkthrough. A cornfield laser maze that is filled with twists and turns, terrifying at night when the corn is lit with lasers and the occasional fire explosion overhead. This is a 2-acre walkthrough. A dark tram ride that takes visitors through the dark woods, where they'll encounter the Mothman and his victims, and the icons of horror. A wooded trail that is full of surprises and will surely get your heart racing based on the icons of horror. In addition to these attractions, Kersey Valley Spooky Woods also features a midway with amazing characters, delicious concessions, adult beverages, and a live DJ. There's something for everyone at Kersey Valley Spooky Woods. What makes Kersey Valley Spooky Woods unique is its location. The attraction is on a 92-acre farm, so the haunted elements are spread throughout the property. This gives visitors a more immersive experience as they can feel lost in the woods. Another unique feature of Kersey Valley Spooky Woods is its custom-built trams. These trams are one of a kind and allow actors to hitch a ride in total darkness. This creates a terrifying experience for visitors who never know what's coming next. Kersey Valley Spooky Woods is a must-visit for any horror enthusiast. The attraction offers a thrilling and unique experience that you won't find anywhere else. So come ready to be scared. Getting on to my experience and the review itself, I went yesterday, which was the last Thursday of October, and I'm not sure if it was because it was a weekday and not Friday or Saturday, but I didn't get any of what they were kind of talking about. Going in, you walk in through a security gate, so the security is really great. They have the actual Archdale police there, so it is very safe and secure. There is a specific area where you can check in to be over 21 if you want to get a drink or something like that, and that's nice. There's also a little fudge shop and hot apple cider, and it's all very cute. The whole waiting area is very cute, and honestly, I would love to go back at Christmas time to see that area in particular all lit up with lights and fun and the fudge and the candy, but it wasn't very Halloween-y. It was just like, oh, this is cute. So the way that all of these haunted houses and tram rides and things like that work is it's just one line. So everybody gets into one line and you start at this very small house. You walk through the house, it takes maybe a minute and a half, and then you are in a new line. That new line will take you onto the tram, and this tram is not a haunted hayride, which is what my expectation was, but the tram is taking you from walkthrough to walkthrough. So you get on this tram, the next stop is Icons. The sign for Icons was the coolest thing about the whole experience. It looked like a Hollywood sign. It was lit up with all red lights, and it was maybe 3 people tall. So my guess, 21 foot, a little bit less tall. Super cool to see in the middle of the woods. But you walk through the Icon sign, and it's basically just a walk through the woods. There's nobody really out and about scaring you. There's barely any lights on. There's a path, a gravel path through the woods, but you can tell that this is just a walking trail that people take during the day. There are a couple little cabins that you walk through of Jason and Texas Chainsaw Massacre and even Freddy, and there's one section in particular that's really cool on a dock, and there's actual water, and there's Jason in the water with his little oar and things like that. But outside of that, it just truly felt like I was going through a walk in the woods at night. After you get through the Icon section, you get back on the tram, and then you're taken to the cornfield. And the cornfield, again, I just read it to you, says a laser maze. It's not a maze, it's just a walkthrough. So you're walking through very foggy corn walkthrough, and at the end of that corn, you get in another line. And that final line is taking you to the indoor actual walkthrough, which is the very long 50,000 square foot indoor house walkthrough. So that alone, the actual walkthrough of the building, the 50,000 square foot building, took longer than the whole rest of anything else. And there wasn't necessarily a theme. It was just different rooms. We went from one room that looked like a doll room to a regular living room to a garage, back outside to this area where there was a kid holding a chainsaw, which was very southern, probably the most creepy thing of the whole thing, to another redneck that was asking people if they wanted moonshine, and then back inside, and they said, "Welcome to hell," and then all the lights were red. So it didn't make a whole lot of sense. It didn't have flow. It was just pockets of Halloween things that was very like, oh, we do this for entertainment, not because we like horror. So I would say the whole thing overall is great for teenagers or for anybody just looking to have some family fun. I think that if this is a young person's first Halloween haunted attraction, they would love it. And it is very professional. It is on a farm. It's on all this acreage, and you have a lot of customer service people and things like that are really making it work and making the direction of it smooth. So I think from a production perspective, it makes a lot of sense. And so if you're going to do something with your family, I would recommend it. But it's not somewhere you're going to go and be scared. It's not somewhere you're going to go and appreciate the horror of it, the horror of Halloween. In terms of the actual lights, since I talk about that all the time, most of the indoor area was pretty well lit, so I'll definitely give it a plus for that. Walking in the woods, I would have liked to see more of a sense of direction, more of lights that would guide you somewhere. Really, the only way we knew where to go was we were following the people who were in front of us, and they were following people in front of them, so it just kind of kept it smooth. But if you're there by yourself, you're definitely going to get lost in those woods. But on to the actual ratings. So for artistry, I would give it a 2 out of 5, simply because I don't think there was really anything specifically unique. For production itself, definitely a 4 out of 5. I think it's a well done and professional haunt. They know what they're doing. They know the organization. For customer service, I would also give it a 4 out of 5. I would have given it a 5 out of 5, but because there's really no sense of direction, there's no people in the walkthroughs in the woods or anything like that, you don't really see any of the workers elsewhere besides when you're checking in. For environment, I would give it a 4 out of 5. This, even though part of the walkthrough is outdoors and in the woods, it is something that I would still go to on a rainy night and not feel annoyed that I was getting rained on too much. For decor, I would give it a 3 out of 5. I think that it was Halloween-y and fun, but nothing stood out to me. And even touching some of the props and some of the walls, it was just felt like plastic or cardboard. For makeup and costumes, I would give it a 2 out of 5. Again, I don't know if it's because I went during the week and not on a weekend, but there really weren't that many actors. The actors that we did see had just the purge masks on or clown masks on. They put a lot of effort into their mascot, which is the Wicked Witch of the West, and so she looked really great, but she was just in line with everybody and one of the actors that was out front. So of course she's going to look better than the people who are in it. And then for scares, I would give it a 1 out of 5. Again, there's really nothing that was scary. There was no situation where I felt even slightly uncomfortable. So all in all, that gives the rating a 3.5 out of 5. I will do a review recap on Monday, and we'll talk more about it then.